It's an unmistakably Tudor feel to proceedings this morning. I don't know if that feels appropriate to you, Ellie, having some Tudor music on 5Live Breakfast.
Listen, I'm always happy to have music on 5Live Breakfast.
Sounds very good, doesn't it? Right, if you've already bored of the festivities, why not take inspiration from a Tudor Christmas? Instead of turkey leftovers, you could serve your family a stargazy pie made with pastry and fish heads. Instead of board games, why not elect a Lord of Misrule to play mischief on you all? Over the festive period, Hever Castle, the home of the Boleyn family, has been giving visitors the true Tudor Christmas experience. It sounds fascinating. Dr. Owen Emerson is historian at Hever Castle. Good morning, Owen.
Hello, good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you.
I was going to say, is there a correct Tudor greeting that I should have offered to you? Have I got that wrong?
No, not at all. I mean, Merry Christmas was very much de rigueur during the Tudor era.
Good. I'm glad we got that right. So what do we know then about how Christmas was spent during Tudor times? How does it differ from now?
Well, I think we'd actually be quite familiar with Christmas in the Tudor era today. There are some differences, of course. So, for example, on the 28th of December, today was known as the Feast of Holy Innocents, and not a great start to the day for children because it was traditional, unfortunately, to whip your children on the morning of the 28th of December. And rather than sort of a nice sort of chocolatey build up to Christmas that we have today, Advent was very much a period of sobriety and fasting also, which was then broken on Christmas Day with a period of 12 days of feasting. So some familiar things there, but also some differences too.
I'm glad things have moved on, I think we'll say.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Lord of Misrule. Who's this character?
So this is a really sort of subversive part of a Tudor Christmas, actually. And it sort of was the part where the hierarchy, the strict hierarchy of court was blurred and even turned upon its head. And this was the election of really a junior servant who would become the Lord of Misrule, or the king for the period of the Christmas period, and they will be responsible for mischief and fun. So there's kind of a turning on the head here of the hierarchy of court, which of course was so strict, and they would be, you know, performing games, getting their spirits high, and even performing mock executions at court too. So
what a great job.
Yeah,
what a great job.
exactly.
We can all introduce that. I was going to ask you actually, is there anything that you've adopted with your family from Tudor Christmases?
We do like a Yule log, but ours is rather more chocolatey than the sort of vast log that was burnt in a fire over 12 days. So, yeah, I mean, we've taken inspiration there, definitely.
And absolutely no whipping of the children on the 28th, Owen, we'll be pleased to hear.
Absolutely not.
There was a pause there, Owen, but we will tap that. It did cross your mind. Owen, thank you so much for your time this morning. I really appreciate it.
You're a pleasure.
There we go. Dr. Owen Emerson, historian at Hever Castle, who has been celebrating a Tudor Christmas.
And if you're wondering what to wish people this time of year, happy Day of the Holy Innocents, I suppose. It's the 28th of December, as we just learned.
The voice of the UK.
This is BBC Radio 5 Live.